a chance, and we'll go ahead and get this started. I just want to give you a little bit of my background. My background consists of branding companies, branding individuals in the real world, and I wanted to bring my experience to the app. I brought my experience to the app to help other people. I want to help new streamers, existing streamers, and this is helpful for everyone in the comments. People in the comments, you can get involved, and you can. I want you guys to give answers. We're going to play a slogan game, and I ask you to do wrong answers only for the slogan game. And at the end, I'm going to do a little Q&A. I'm switching up a little bit if we have time, but I really want to get to interviewing my guests because that's really important to the show, is to get their names out there, talk about what their content is like as streamers, and this way that they can brand themselves. We want to brand ourselves. OEM, how you doing, my guy?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
How you
morning,
doing?
OEM. OEM is the first guest today on Boss Branding. I want you all to do me a huge favor and give him a favorite. He's an amazing streamer. He's a great guy. He has positive energy. I was just in his stream last night, and he gets lit. His streams get super lit. How's it going, OEM? How's your day going?
Doing fine. Doing fine. I'm glad to be on the show.
I appreciate you, OEM. I know it's early for you, but I appreciate you coming on the show to talk with us about branding. So let's get started, OEM. I know you had another account. So how long have you been on Meet Me on the app in total?
I've been on Meet Me exactly 1 month.
1 month. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. So you've had this account. Did you start off as a streamer right away? Were you a gifter first? What did it look like when you first came on here?
When I first came on, this was when the height of the COVID season. So I was married for 17 years, and my wife passed away.
Wow.
So you really couldn't go to too many places. So I hit on the live side of the other platform. And then from there, I didn't know what was going on. I just asked a lot of questions, and they said, you got to start being a gifter first to get your name out there. And so that's what I did. So I had a couple of friends from another platform sponsor me in this journey, and here I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm so sorry to hear about your wife, my guy. Like, definitely my condolences. And did you come on here to like meet more people? Gain friendships? What were you looking for when you came on the app?
Well, I was kind of intrigued about it because I was on a different platform, but they didn't have any monetary type of gain. I didn't understand the whole concept of the gifting part. So that was kind of intrigued me there. Second of all, the marketing aspect of it, I was wanting to check out also too. That was kind of a curiosity to me. And third, the aspect of meeting people. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, as we say, that shocked about the whole meeting thing. That just comes with the territory because this is a dating app. But it was more or less the marketing strategies and the concepts that they had to offer. I was just intrigued about it, and I've been hooked ever since.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, because like I know a lot of people have come on the show, and a lot of people, some join for friendship. A lot of people join for friendship. I'm finding a lot of people, like during COVID, this was a place for people to come on the app, get to know people. It was, and they've really came on here and didn't know much about the live. Most people, I feel like when they come on here, they don't know much about the live, how it works. There's gifting, all of that kind of stuff. So they just like come on here and they're kind of just giving it a go. They're like, let me give it a shot. And then there's other people that strategically, which I think is interesting. There's different ways to come on this app. You can stream right away, but there's a lot of people that I'm noticing too. They'll be gifters before they even start. And that way, a lot of people start as gifters because they're getting their name out there and they get people to come to their stream. But I went right away. Like when I came on the app, I started right away. I was gifting a lot, going to people's streams, getting to know people, getting my name out there. But I was also streaming right away, and that worked for me. Like I feel like everything works differently depending on the person. But it's just interesting, and this conversation is for OEM, but this is for everyone in the comments too. All of our feedback and everything is stuff that you guys could use. If you guys are new streamers, this is helpful information you can use on the app. And make sure you guys all favorite OEM. He's a great dude. He has great content. We're going to get into his content shortly. I just want to welcome you to Boss Branding for everyone that's new in here. So how often do you stream? What do your streams look like, OEM?
Well, my streams will always be random because, like I said, I do multiple type of jobs. I'm in counseling as one. That's my top job, and everything else is a side job. What you can see right behind me is my actual office.
Oh wow.
Um, do a lot of work out of. So I teach people how to do passive income, work on credit, stuff like that. I did go to school. I did get my bachelor's. I did get a minor at that time, and I just kind of took it. The whole concept of Drama Zone basically came off of the old school show called The Twilight Zone. So what I wanted to do was make an impact with something that was a lot different, an eye-catchy kind of thing. So Drama Zone was the one that was there. I think today's word they use for drama is toxic now. So yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that shortly. I'm glad you brought that up. We're gonna get into your name. I wanted to get into Drama Zone because I know that's a big part of your streaming and your content, and it's kind of like a family for you on here, which is pretty awesome. Because I went to your stream last night, and I have to say, everyone, when you go to OEM stream, you're gonna feel the love. Like he welcomes everyone. It's such a good vibe, and like I like to surround myself with positive people, and just going to a stream last night makes me want to go there all the time. I literally got so many favorites just for me being there. He recognized me. He recognizes everybody in the stream, and it's super. Like the people that were in there too were really good people. He surrounds himself with really good people. It seems like. So I just have to say, my first impression being in there, I was like, this is awesome. It was fire, and I'm not just saying that. I honestly meant that. I went to other people's stream. I was like, wow, I just went to OEM to check him out a little bit more before he's on the show, and your energy is just so infectious, my guy. So that can kind of get into your content. Like, what kind of content do you typically have? I know you stream at random times, you said. Do you have like specific type of content you do or specific topics you talk about?
Yeah, when I first started on my first account, that's what it was. It was more or less a place for streamers to kind of let loose. They can come in my stream. They can talk about issues they probably more like that doesn't talk in their particular place because I like drama. People hate drama, but drama is always part of your life, whether you like it or not.
I
You
think
can
everybody
still,
loves drama
yeah,
secretly. Some
everybody
people don't
loves a
like to be
little.
in drama. Like I don't like to be in drama, but to watch it, I love it.
Yeah, and so I took a reality thing with that, something that just catches your eye. So if you click on the icon, you say drama. What is this all about? So you click on it. So
Yeah.
it's more or less the marketing scheme behind the name. But once people got in there, we don't really do drama. We just talk about streaming stuff that goes on, stuff you need to watch out for, stuff that's going to benefit you, that kind of stuff. So everybody comes in there, tells their stories, and that's it.
And I mean, I think you make a great point because I was thinking that. Oh yeah, I was thinking like your Drama Zone, but I was like, drama doesn't necessarily have to be bad though. Like you could have good, people could be dramatic. I mean, there's different things, and I think you're right. It's eye catching, but your vibes are so good, and I think that's a great point about doing things that catch people's eyes. Like your name and what's in your name is super important. Like when I went to OEM stream or when I go to people's stream, they'll see my family tag. They say Juice Gang, and there's people I see in the comments now that I've become. They say the Juice Gang, and thank goodness we bring a good name to the app, and so does the Drama Zone. But when they see that, that plays a huge part, and that's how you can get more people to come to your stream. Like OEM, I met through another friend, Moxie, and I saw OEM go there. He supports the Juice Gang, and I heard so much good things about his family, the Drama Zone, and how much Moxie and everyone supports him. So I was like, I have to check him out because everyone is saying such great things about him, about the Drama family. So I went there, and I was actually like really, really pleasantly surprised because it was so welcoming. I wasn't expecting, because you go to some streams and not everyone acknowledges you. And that's my biggest thing is when you go to someone's stream, it's so important to acknowledge everyone in the comments and making you feel welcome. And OEM, you do a really good job at doing that, at welcoming everyone to come to your stream, which I think is super important because that makes people want to come back to your stream and visit you, and they feel welcome in your stream, which is awesome. So I just want to give you that
Well,
props, man. Your vibes and energy is amazing.
Well, what I chose to do is to take the concept of how you want to be treated, first of all. People talk about being in business, right? But this is a dating type of app. So you have to correlate what's going on. My thing is that if I want to somebody stream, I want to be recognized. I want to feel good about it. I want to feel the vibes. I go to a lot of streams, act like I don't even exist. They're talking to other people. They got their social cliques, the whole shot. So my concept, and when I do it, everybody's important when they walk in the room, regardless if they're gifted or not. Because some of the people that I've had a person sit for a month watching me, how I do my things before they started speaking and started gifting and whatnot. So you do have those. And I try to preach that to people in the drama zone about those particular types of aspects. Don't judge a book by its cover until you actually open up the book to read a few pages, maybe a couple of paragraphs. That's a
Preach on it, my guy. Preach on it. And I say the same thing during my show. And this is how I've always operated as a streamer and I know you do the same thing, is everyone that comes on my stream, I welcome. I go through my viewers list and people think I'm insane. And I don't care how big I'm going to get. I'm going to always do this. I go through all my viewers, welcome everyone, because I want everyone to feel welcome when they come to my stream, whether they have no ring around their name, whether they have level 50, whether they're black VIP. And you said the same thing last night, but it's a great point, is for everyone in here is to make sure, because these people that have no ring, we all started off with no ring at one point. We didn't gift, we went to people's streams. We all started that way. And now some of us are VIPs, some of us are high levels, but those people are people that can support you. And it's not always about the gifts are important. Don't get me wrong. They help you trend and that kind of thing. So when you first start streaming, it is helpful to get gifts for trending. However, the comments are just as important because those help with trending too. So whether you have a level or not and you're commenting, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're still commenting and you're still helping the stream get going. And it brings, as a streamer, it allows you to interact. Because if without you guys, I would be absolutely nothing. This would not be Boss Brandy. It would be me talking to just me and OEM talking with no comments and not much going on. But having a stream where there's people engaging, like OEM said, engaging with all of the people in the stream, it really helps them feel like they're part of the stream. And that's what we all want. When we go to a stream, we want to feel part of that stream. We don't want to just be ignored. We want to be welcomed. So it's super important to make sure everybody feels welcomed into your stream when they're coming. I just want to welcome everyone to Boss Branding. I am your host, Boss Bro. I am interviewing an awesome guest, OEM. I want everybody please favorite OEM right now. He's a great streamer. Right now, we're talking a little bit about his content. We're going to get into his name shortly and what Drama Zone exactly means to him. He's a great guy. And then later, we're going to be interviewing Jaw. In between, we're going to be playing a fun slogan game with OEM and Jaw, where they're going to have to guess the slogan, the company's slogan. So OEM, let's get into your name a little bit because your name is OEM, The Zone. So what does OEM mean? What does The Zone mean? If you could just break it down for everyone so everybody has an understanding of what your name means and your emoji too.
All right. The whole concept on when I had my first account was the Drama Zone. When I went into the platform, they didn't want the word drama put in there. So I had to shorten it up. So I had to take the first letter in drama and then the last letter in drama. So that's why it says The Zone. Each platform has its own rules and regulations, so I had to abide by them. My first account was something eye-catchy, and that was just say, instead of the Twilight Zone, I said Drama Zone. It worked effectively. I had to go grassroots. There were a lot of people that were involved in my journey the first time. I no longer associate with them because in this whole app thing, when you have a division of yourself, you tend to have trees. And trees have what? Branches. They have leaves. And so other little divisions come about and catches more or less their interest more than what I originally have done, which is fine. Everybody's on here for whatever particular thing. My thing is grassroots. It's like the Bernie Sanders effect. I'm going after the people that usually don't get the recognition that they do. The grassroots, the low-key type of streamer, the up-and-coming, one that doesn't have too much popularity. If you just get that nice or that twist in their whole app situation and their streaming, it works out well. I give a prime example of this is Kenzie. I think she's in the room right now. I met Kenzie for the first time. She had 40,000 diamonds the first time that I met her. And I said, well, there's a couple things that you can tweak and do. And she listened all the way through the journey, along with when my account first got taken away, and she was still there. And she's always said, she said, look, you know what? You worked hard for what you did, and I got your back as much as I possibly can. And that one tree stemmed out to a whole blossom. So I want to thank her and everybody else, along with Moxie and everybody for believing in what I did, whether I had that account or not. Nothing ever changed between these people.
And I think you make some great points, OEM. And I feel like you're reading my mind a lot today, because I've been thinking, and the main reason I did this show, don't get me wrong, I love having experienced streamers on this show and people that are top badges. That's cool. But what really means a lot to me about this show is being able to have maybe streamers that aren't recognized as enough. Maybe they're not as experienced. Maybe they don't have as much time on the app. But I wanted to give them tips and bring them on the app and also give them recognition, because, you know, people are in the comments. I want people to go to their streams, and I'm all about, and I talk about this probably every show, is really like recognizing the newer streamers and helping build them up, and not just tear them down, like help them, because like we said, like we all started with no level. So having these new streamers and supporting them like you're doing, OEM, is like, that's amazing, because there's a lot of people on this app that could just like turn their head because, okay, they have no gifting level. What good are they to me? They're not going to gift me. But that's like the wrong way to look at it, because a lot of people, like you said, may come to stream and observe. They want to observe before they start gifting you, before they start commenting you, before they start supporting you. So nourishing those people and helping those people on the app is, you know, this is what we all should be doing, honestly, is helping these people. One helpful tip I do too, to go like look at new streamers and support them, is on Meet Me. I'm on Meet Me. You know, there's Scout. There's a new tab. I go to the new tab and I'll look through new streamers, and I'll go to their streams and check them out to see what they're about. Like, not everyone is interested in making into this. They may just want to talk with friends. They may not want to be a heavy streamer, but just going to their streams and seeing the ones that, you know, really want to, you know, grind on this app, or, you know, be more successful. I like to go to their streams and, you know, visit them, and then they'll come to my stream. So it's, you know, I'll say, hey, I'm a streamer. You know, if you need any help, feel free to reach out to me. It's a really good tip, because I'll see that doing that, they'll come to my stream. And I've had some good supporters by doing that, by going to the new tab, checking out newer streamers, helping them out, and we help each other out. I give them tips, and it becomes a great relationship. So I think what OEM said, you know, everybody in the comments, you know, it's something you guys could use too, is, you know, really help the newer streamers when they're coming to your stream. They may not know how to favorite you. I think we take that for granted a lot, is we'll tell people to favorite us or do this, but they may not know how to do it. So you may have to walk them through it, but they'll greatly appreciate any help that you give them. So, OEM, I think that's awesome that you do that. Do you have any like specific catchphrases or anything you say like to get so people know who you are or in your stream?
Anytime I walk in, I always say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the zone. I am your host and your MC and the CEO of the Drama Zone, Mr. OEM. If you want to know what OEM stands for, it's standing for owning every minute of your life. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, when you walk into the stream, and so on and so on and so on. I grab their energy ahead of time. Once I get that energy, I put that energy to work. That makes sure that everybody, whether you have rings, whether you lurking, whether you're this, everybody's important in this room. Let's have some fun with it. So you want to get energy type of people that want to feel your same energy. Help out in text, do this, do that. Now, another thing that I like about it is when I start to branch out, right, I'll tell two people, Moxie and Kenzie were two main people. I didn't know what to say. I walked into Moxie's stream. I walked into the Juice Gang. We had a talk. Matter of fact, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan, and he's a Raiders fan. And from there, we just hit it off. He never once shied away. He never said anything. He never said you had to drop 10,000 diamonds. None of that. He just liked the vibe of what I was doing. And with that said, Mox has been a very good supporter, and the Juice Gang has been a very good supporter of the Drama Zone. I tell people all the time, one of the things that if you want to associate the Drama Zone, I want you to go take a look at Moxie's stream. I said, take a look. I didn't say you had to join or do anything, or just go see what the vibe is. And if they like it, fine. If they don't, they come back and tell me what that is, and we go from there. So I think that's the network aspect of me, is that I want to make sure everybody can win. Everybody can grow that's around me. There's nothing better to see people that just become top badges or this or VIPs based on the fact that I was a helping hand in that.
And yeah, I mean, you make great points. We all have to help each other, and it's not just about our streams. It's about, and you're kind of like leading into my next question, which I was going to say, when you go to other people's streams, is there a certain way that you act? Is there, you know, what do you do to like stay engaging in the comments? Because I think it's super important to talk about streaming, but I think another part that often it doesn't get looked at like it should is going to people's streams and how you act in people's streams, because that's how have met a lot of my people that support me, whether they come to my stream, gift me, whatever it is I've gone to their streams, I've gone to other streams, and we've interacted with each other. We've had conversations. Okay, when I go to people's streams, I act a little crazy. Okay, I get a little crazy in the comments. I say a lot of stuff. And the reason I do this is because it stands out. It stands out for people. I like to joke around. I like to have fun, because people will see that. If you're just in the comments like hi and you don't reply, people aren't going to interact with you. They're going to say, okay, is this guy really interesting? But what do you do, OEM, when you go to people's streams?
Well, what I do first is that I go to the stream. I go right to the numbers. I'm a numbers kind of person. So I go to the numbers to see who's gifting how, who's doing what at that time. So I take a look at what diamonds that I have. How can I maximize my diamonds? I always tell people, you have your reserves and also have your ones that you're swiping, because you want to get the VIPs, because you get better rates. And I try to teach that in my room when I get a chance. Don't be afraid to take risk on something. So if you go in, I walk into your stream, I may not know you. I might just start gifting you just to catch you on that eye-catching thing. Who is this? Well, thank you, OEM. OEM is a 3-letter word that you'll never forget. So that itself is catchy. It's go, the zone, what is the zone? So now they're catching it. And so we go back and forth with that. And then from there, if they're real cool, if they're in my stream, most likely me and the Dramazonians are going to go and support them in their room. We call it drive-bys. Okay. So what me and Kenzie do most of the time, we go do drive-bys in different people's rooms and we support them.
I've noticed that.
And sometimes they may not support us back, and that's fine. But eventually somewhere down the line, boss, they end up coming back to the Drama Zone.
And I've noticed you do that, like you and Kinsey, which I think is really cool. You guys roll together and you guys, kind of blow up the comments, but it's really from a marketing perspective, because this is a branding show. I'm sure you guys care about the streamer and that kind of thing too, but it does help you get yourselves noticed, because they know that you're going to go in the comments, you're going to blow them up, whether it's with comments, gifts. You don't even have to gift a lot. It's just like, you send a few gifts, being in the comments, making sure you get noticed is a great strategy. And like you said, your name, everybody's name is super important. And I've made the mistake of changing my name a few times, trying to play around with it. And I wound up coming back to, actually my original name was Bad News Boss. And I said this last show, but I'll talk about it again. I didn't like how I went to people's stream and they're like, here's bad news. And like some people didn't want to mess with me because my name was Bad News and they thought I was going to be trouble. I mean, I can get a little crazy in the comments, but I'm not a bad person. So I was like, I need to rethink this. Like, is this really what I want people to know me? So then I was like, I like the name Boss because, I'm a professor. I work a lot. I go to getting my doctorates. I was like, I like the name Boss. Let me come up with something like fun. So I was like, Boss Bro. And then, I stuck with that. I changed it for a second. And originally, then I was like, I'm sticking with Boss Bro, so I won't change it. So I think you made a great point about your name. And I want to touch upon something too that you made a great point about, OEM, is the VIP situation. You tell people you can get discounts. And let me just break that down a little bit for everybody in here. So a VIP is on the app. There's different levels of VIP. There's green, there's purple, and there's black. And when you first become a VIP, whether you're green, purple, or black, you get discounts. So becoming a VIP, you're able to purchase credits, and you get discounts on your credits rather than just purchasing it through the app. And one helpful tip for everyone here that I have not discussed is always is cheaper to get the credits through the website than it is through Apple or through the app. And I know they talk about it on the rundown, and I think people forget about it because I talk about it sometimes, but make sure you purchase your credits through the website because it's a lot cheaper than doing it through the app, because through the app, you don't get as many credits. So make sure you purchase through the website because you'll get the best bang for your buck that way. OEM, have you been a VIP for a while? Like, how did that happen?
Well, when I first got on, it was like I seen all these VIPs, so I used to ask the question in my first account, what is this VIP stuff? Because I was just, like I said, I was just swiping and going. I got my Black VIP on my first account in 2 weeks. That's
Wow.
how I just went and just
That was like
shot
me.
up the place. And that was what I was known for. So I would go in the verses. I would get in the box like so. This was another feature right here. This doesn't cost you anything to get in the box and make comments.
Mm-hmm.
That really opened it up. So anything that was controversial or whatnot that I had an idea, a concept about it, I jumped right into it. That's another way of getting your name out there. So I started swiping and I've been black ever since because that's the generosity in me. You have, in order to have your blessings, you have to also have your blessings given out too. So sometimes you can't always take. Sometimes you're going to have to always give. And that in itself is what kept me going at this far, even with my account being lost. I think it was another week or so after my account got lost, I turned into a black VIP. Mati can tell you that because he was like, wow. So
I kind of did the same thing, OEM. Like I started here and I started gifting heavily when I first started streaming. And it worked for me. I hit my first milli within 3 weeks of streaming because and we said this last night, OEM, we had this conversation. What you put into it is what you're going to get from the app, right? You can't just sit in front of just in general, you can't sit in front of your stream and just expect people to come to your stream if you're not going out. And it doesn't necessarily, if you can't afford the gifts, that's fine. But going in there, commenting, so people come to your stream, they'll comment, support you. But you have to go to other people's streams as much as you're in your own stream. And I think that's one of the biggest downfalls for new streamers is they sit in front of their camera and they're wondering why they're not having any people come in your streams. And I've had people that come to my stream, they're like, I'm not really getting anyone in my stream. I'm streaming. I'm like, well, you need to go to more people's stream. They're like, well, I enjoy you. I was like, that's great. Like, I want you to come to my stream. Don't get me wrong. But you need to visit other people as well. You need to meet new people. You need to branch out. And I want to go back to something you said before, OEM, about you talked about branching out and you talked about how you lost some people, from your, that you originally messed with. What did you do? Did you go out on the Meet Me streets? What did you do to get more of a following? Because I want to talk about that a little bit because I think it's a really important topic. And I think a lot of people get discouraged on the app because they start to lose their followers.
Well, what I did was I had one person when all that came about. I mean, it was like a total disaster. It was like a bankruptcy, right? And it felt like he lost everything. It's like the housing crisis of 2008. And that's how I felt. But there was one person there that stood by me, and that was Kinsey.
Mm-hmm.
One person that stood by me. And that one person started the whole planting of the seed for the second account. Now, the things that she did, she didn't have to do, but she looked at where she started at to where she is now. You have to understand that all this came about. If you look at my numbers right now for this is my second account, right? This all happened in 3.5 weeks. This is what we call grinding. Yeah. This is where we have to go grassroots. We over here. We at the Juice Gang. We over here. We being supportive. Sometimes you have to realize it's not sometimes about the diamonds. Even my top badge, Coco, who's in here. I call her my ambassador to Drama Zone. Now, a lot of people don't use different names because top badges get a bad rap. There are some very good top badges out there. She happens to be one of them. And she was at work one time, tired as day, and Kinsey was streaming. She wasn't doing that well in her stream. So me, her, and another person decided to go over and do what we call a drive-by. And that just opened up the floodgates right there. Right there, just opened up the floodgates. It gave gave Kinsey a sense of confidence. She started changing up her stream a little bit. She started getting out there, and look at her now. She's the show. You see her name everywhere right now. And it all started from the Drama Zone.
That's awesome. I just want to welcome everyone new in here to Boss Branding. I am your host, Boss Bro, and I have an amazing guest, OEM. He's a great streamer. He has positive energy. He has we're talking about a little bit about his content, his name. He has a family on here called the Zone, the Drama Zone. He's been on the app. He's only been on this account for a month, and he's killing it. He just actually hit. Congrats on your 2 milli. I was in his stream when he hit his 2 milli, which was super exciting. He didn't even realize he hit his 2 milli, and he was like, you know what? He's like, I got my gold. I was like, you got your 2 milli too. He was so excited about it. He was giving everyone a shout out. Please, everybody, favorite him. Give this guy a favorite. You're gonna love his stream. Make sure you favorite all my guests. Gerard is gonna be coming up after this. We're gonna be doing a fun slogan game in between. So please give me a favorite too, because I want to get off this 6666 number, please. So just one more favorite. I appreciate a lot of favorites, but I've been looking at this number because I'm a numbers guy, and I thank you very much for that favorite, because I've been staring at the 666 number. I'm like, we need good luck here. We need to start this weekend off right. So I appreciate you all. OEM. So what does the zone mean? What does the drama zone mean to you?
Well, the drama zone is more or less an eye-catchy thing. It's like with Bitcoin, right? When they had Dogecoin and it started off as a joke. Basically, the name came from another platform that I was on, and all we did was drama 24/7. We just talked about each other all day and night. And if you didn't talk about each other all day and night, they kicked you out the room. So I basically took that concept and put it over here, but with a different type of twist, though, because I know there are different rules and regulations for each streaming app. So I had to take that in consideration. So it wasn't really I can go the way I go on my other platform, because there was no monetary gain in that at that particular time. So I took that. I played around with the emojis. The emojis that you see with the exclamation point with the glasses is basically me right here, because I wear glasses.
Yeah, I saw the emojis. Like that's definitely OEM right there.
So I tell people when they're in the stream, if they are a drama zonian, keep your own identity, because I don't look at it as a family. I look at us as a community. A community is what based upon what you have to bring to the table. What is you like? Do you a texter? Are you this? Are you a gifter? Are you a streamer? We try to support people who support us. I mean, that's the bottom line. You have to lead by example. If you are a leader, be a leader. A follower is not a leader. A follower is somebody that's chasing clout, doing this and that. A leader leads, whether it's on good terms or bad. And like I said, I had my account taken with a lot of diamonds in it. I didn't let that discourage me, because I had a few people in my corner that said, hey, you can pick yourself up and let's go and let's do this. So that with that confidence was what lead me here today. I don't try to grab up 100,000 people. I just take one person at a time, and then we go from there.
You make so many great points, honestly. And I know you've only been on this account for a month, but you're killing it. And my job is to give some tips to you. You know the branding aspect. You have a bio. So I just want to talk about your bio for a minute. Your bio is awesome. You have your supporters, you have your your milestones, which I always say important. The only other thing that I would suggest to you is, because I know you have social media, is to link your IG to your profile. So this way people, because I know you have merch and stuff, right?
Yes.
So yes. I would suggest, and the way you could do this, and everyone doesn't know how to do this, so I'm going to do this every show. So I want to walk through people how to actually link, because you could just link it so it has the Instagram symbol to your name. So basically what you could do, everyone, to link your social to your account is you go to the live section, and you're going to click, there's a little wrench at the bottom. You're going to click the wrench, and you're going to go to social media. When you click on social media, you're going to see all the different, there's going to be Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So whatever social media you have and that you want to share with the app, you put your handle on there. So for instance, I have Instagram, so I put Boss Bro. Make sure you guys all follow me on Instagram too. Boss Bro _meet me. You put that in where it says Instagram, you save it, and then there'll be a little icon. So this way, when people check out your bio, they can just click on your Instagram, and it'll bring them right there. It'll bring them right to your account. They can follow you. If it's your Snapchat, they can add you as a friend, and so on and so forth. So that's a super helpful tip for everyone, is to make sure you're linking your social media to your accounts, because your social media it's a huge help for you to market yourself on the app. It's helpful to people come to your social media. They can see what you're doing. I know you do a lot of merch, right, OEM?
Yes, I am a shoe reseller of Jordans, and I also do other things. I help people with their credit. I do trade lines for corporations. I help people get their life together, per se. So I basically teach life skills. Sometimes I'll be out in the garage showing people how to change oil or something like that, or something crazy. So I teach people how to dress accordingly for what type of job interviews, or what to expect, and what color coordinates that job interviewers or the employers like to see of the person. I talk about communication. I talk about networking. And I did have my Instagram connected, but here was the problem. that my Instagram was connected to my thing. I didn't get a chance to make a new account. I was averaging about 350 people that I knew nothing about because they also had branches that were tagged onto them. So I also had the vision of the people here and another vision of the other platform and another, and it got to be too much. So what I did was I go to them, click on them, and then ask for a confirmation and do it that way.
Yep. I mean, I think it's helpful to have it just because it's like people that you may not expect to follow you will follow you. It will help. Even if you wanted to do a separate one for Meet Me, like I have my IG is separate just for Meet Me, and I have my personal one, so I can keep both separate because I like to post like milestones. I like to post pictures when I go to other people's streams. This way, it helps market yourself. It helps market other people. People will see that you're active, and like right now, my Meet Me has surpassed my personal page of how many followers and stuff I have. A lot of people just from the app are just following me. They know when all my, like I do structured content, they know when my shows are and all that kind of stuff. So I think it is helpful. Like that's something to consider, OEM, is to maybe do something. I know it could be a little bit much, but I think it's worth it, is to have something separate just for the app. So this way you can market if you have anything coming up, if you're, whatever you want to put on there for social media. Okay. But no, your bio looks great. We're gonna start the game shortly, but I just wanna, see, like, do you have anyone you look up to on the app? Anyone you want to like thank for supporting you so far?
Yes. Of course, I'm going to thank my number one of all time. That is Kenzie_M1. That has been in my corner since the day one that I actually got a chance to talk with her in her stream. It's a very funny story. It's too long for me to even talk about it, but yeah, that is my number one. She's been there with my first account, and she's been there for my second account. Another big shout out is to the Juice Gang, along with Moxie and yourself. Juice Gang has been nothing but wonderful to the Drama Zone. Matter of fact, I had a birthday party because my birthday is in January. Not only did Moxie and some of the crew celebrated with me, I threw a hat party. It was also right there. He also stayed up until I fell out drunk on stream. So it was kind of a funny thing there at that given time. So Moxie, as far as the Juice Gang is concerned, have nothing to actually prove to me. My top badge, that if I have one to say that's been there, is Coco Jams. I think she's in the room right now. She's been very, very supportive. Keeps me at a bay, to be honest with you, because when she comes in the room, she kind of gives it that flavor. When you get a lot of top badges in your room, and they're curious to see how you're going about doing things. But I like her because you can talk to her. She's straight to the point. And along with it, a whole lot of other people that have got me in this journey that I can't seem to mention because there's a lot.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity. And those are the main ones right there. Would probably be Kenzie is number one, Moxie number two, and the Juice Gang with Moxie is number three.
Awesome. I just want everyone to please favorite OEM right now. Everybody give him a favorite. He's awesome. I'm going to have you stay in the box. We're going to do a slogan game. Jarara, if you can join the box, we're going to be starting the fun slogan game. So the premise of this, everybody, just so everyone knows, is I'm going to be talking about different companies, and I'm going to do the slogan, what the slogan is, and they're going to have to guess the name of the company or brand. It's a fun game. It's just for fun. There's no points or anything like that. It gets competitive, but it's fun time. We're going to welcome Jarara, I'm going to interview Jarara after we're done with the slogan game. Jarara, how's it going?
Hi, guys.
Good to see you, Jar.
Bro. Good to see you, OEM. I do.
Good morning, Jar.
Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good to see you. I just want to welcome everyone new in here to Boss Branding. This is the show. It's every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I'll have new streamers giving branding tips. I have other streamers come on that want to rebrand themselves that I give tips to. And then I also have experienced streamers, which could be top badges or people that are just killing it. Doesn't necessarily have to be a top badge, that can come on the app and give tips to everyone to explain how they've been successful. So if you're in the stream right now and you're interested on being in the show, please feel free to reach out to me or Mel or Adam. You'll see Mel in the comments. You can reach out to me. You can slide in my DMs. You can message me on Instagram, whatever you want to do. But we're always looking for new guests on the show. So feel free to reach out to me. I see a few people in here. that are new streamers, experienced streamers. So really appreciate you. Most of all, please favorite me and favorite my guests because they're doing an amazing job. So we're going to be playing the fun slogan game right now. So you guys ready? So this is the premise of the game. I'm just going to read the slogan, and you just have to guess the name of the company. Raise your hand if you know who it is, the company, and then whoever's the first to raise their hand and get it right gets it. So we're going to get started. Okay. So we're going to start off easy. And I did this before, but I'm going to do it again. Whose slogan is the Breakfast of Champions? Oh, yeah. Wheaties. You got it. And everyone in the comments, feel free to participate, but put wrong comments only and try to keep it PG too. Here's the other question. This is kind of hard. How doers get more done. How doers get more done. So it has something with being active, getting stuff done. Company where you buy possibly like hammers, nails, equipment. When people
Ace Hardware, Home Depot.
Home Depot, you got it. It's Home Depot. I knew it was hard, but I wanted to throw it in there. Home Depot, you got it. Here's another one. The choice of a new generation.
Is that Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi. Yeah. Okay, OEM. That was hard. You got that.
Pepsi.
Good job.
Nice.
You killed it, bro. Okay. The name is kind of in the slogan. So just pay attention to the slogan and you might be able to get who it is. The city never sleeps.
Las Vegas.
Nope.
Vegas.
Nope. Close. The city CITI never sleeps.
Oh, CITI.
CITI. The city never sleeps.
Citibank.
I see London. I see Cincinnati, New York. Nah, it's Citibank. Citibank.
I just said that.
Oh, you
yeah.
did? You got it. Sorry, I didn't hear you. You got it, my guy. Here's another one. Shave time, shave money. Shave time, shave money. So that's to do with shaving.
Remington.
Nope. Jaw?
No,
Big,
I'm drawing a
big.
blank.
No, it's Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club.
Oh, I wouldn't have known that.
I would never got that.
Okay. I am what I am. It's a clothing company. I am what I am. We got Dr. Seuss. Popeye the Sailor. So this one is Reebok.
Oh,
The
they
next
changed
one
the
is going to be.
slogan.
The next one is going to be. I think you guys will get this one. Bet you can't eat just one.
Doritos.
No. Not Doritos. Close though. Close. Jaw, do you have a guess?
It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. No.
It's Lay's. Lay's potato chips.
Yes,
But you can't just eat one.
Yeah. That was
And when I say this one, everyone in the comments try to keep it PG when I say this slogan, okay? Please. Good to the last drop. Good to the last drop.
Folgers Coffee. Folgers Coffee.
Maxwell House.
Oh.
Yep, it was close. It was close. Here's another one. Eat fresh.
Subway.
Got it. Oh yeah. Ooh, that was close. That was a close one.
Love that one.
Here's another one. You're not you when you're hungry. You're not you when you're hungry. You got to think about the commercials. They do a lot of commercials about being hungry. Betty White was in one of the commercials. Oh, Joara.
Snickers.
You got it. Good job. Wrong comments only in the comments, please. It's time to play. This is hard, but the name is in the brand name. It's time to play. So it starts with play.
I have no clue.
It's
Okay.
PlayStation. That was a very difficult one.
Oh.
Who's the king of beers?
Budweiser.
Got it, OEM. Got it. We're gonna do one more. I go cuckoo for
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa
yes,
Puffs.
OEM. OEM. That was close. That was close. Good job. Good job. Good job. OEM. I make sure everybody please favorites OEM. Favorite Gerara. This is Boss Branding. I interviewed OEM. I appreciate. Do you have anything to say? Any questions before you go, OEM? I let you out the box.
I just want to say thank you, Kinsey, my number one, Coco and Dr. Guild, my two top badges that support me. And of course, last but not least, Moxie and the Juice Gang. I think the journey without those components, I'd probably be sitting up looking kind of crazy right now. And I want to thank you, boss, for giving me this interview at this given time and everybody else that's affiliated with the Boss Branding.
I appreciate you, OEM. And you can leave the box. I appreciate you so much. Please, everybody, give him a favorite Gerara and give me a favorite too. Greatly appreciate it. And I just want to thank everyone for the gifts, for the comments, getting involved with the slogan game. We're gonna get started with my interview with Gerara. Gerara was actually on one of my pilot shows before I started the featured show. And I'm gonna bring streamers back, even that are on the featured show, after I give them tips, kind of get a little checkup, maybe give them more tips if they didn't listen to me, and kind of check up on them to see how they're doing. So doesn't have to be everyone. It's people I that want to be on the show. So Gerara, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
How was the experience for you on the show originally? Have you changed anything up since you were on the show?
Oh, yes, so much. Okay, so first of all, I took your tip when you said to make sure I had a bio. I did the bio.
Good
You
job.
said to make sure you link your social media. I linked that. You also told me to make sure that I was putting my milestones in. I did that. And my times that I stream, I put that in my bio as well. So, yeah, it's been crazy. Crazy good.
That's awesome. So I just
Yes, sir.
I just want to talk a little bit about like how your streams have been. I know you just hit. What did you just hit? Your millie?
1 milli. Yep.
Your first
Yes,
millie.
sir.
Within 3 weeks, you've been absolutely killing it, right?
Yes, sir. 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
It's
Within
crazy.
3 weeks, you hit your millie. How much have you gained over the past?
I wanted to get there, bro. So look, I'm so grateful for all the help, like everything that you've given me, and I have applied it. I have jumped from I think I had like 320K diamonds 3 weeks ago, and now I'm over my 1 million. So like the things that you told me to do and to apply, they really are working, bro, and I really appreciate you for it.
And it
Much
doesn't,
love.
my tips are helpful, but if people don't, it's also about how you are as a streamer. You've been gifting a lot too, though, right?
Yeah, I have.
So it is
I really have.
important to support going. You've been going to people's
It
streams,
is.
supporting them.
Yes, sir.
And I think you've been going to different people's streams too, because I've been seeing your name
Yes.
over a lot, like Top Ad streams, all over, right?
Yes, sir. That too. Been getting out there networking. I know you were telling me to like grind, go and talk to people, more people, get in their box, build a relationship with them. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I remember before I had some people, I would go into their streams and I wouldn't say anything, but I was just sitting back, watching because I was kind of like, okay, well, what do I say? Like, how are they? I want to see how they are first. Kind of like what you guys were talking about earlier. And so far, the relationships have been very, very well for me. So.
That's
It's been
awesome.
going really good. I'm enjoying myself on here. I really am.
No, that's great. You gotta have fun with your stream because if you're not having fun in your stream, it's people are gonna pick up on that, and that's one thing I have to say about
Exactly.
you is you're always having fun on your stream. If you go to
Oh
Dawes'
yeah.
stream, you might feel your neck hurting a little bit from all the dancing
From the whiplash.
Um, but he's a vibe. He's definitely a vibe. So make sure you favorite Gerara if you don't have him favorited already.
Thank you, guys.
Please give me a favorite too. Favorite. Please also favorite Mel. She's one of my admins in here. She helped me get Jaw back on the show. She helps me a lot. Adam too. So please give them a favorite. It's greatly appreciated. So Jaw, let's because it wasn't featured before. So I'm gonna ask you maybe some of the same questions, but
Yeah.
we've restarted things, so your things could have changed for you. So like, what kind of content do you have in your streams now? Like, what does it look like when people come to your streams?
Okay, so like Mondays, I do Rock Out Monday, where the majority of my playlist, because I do a lot of music, you guys know that my playlist is rock music on Mondays. So I stream from 4 p.m. though to 8. I kind of like narrow it down a little bit because I see like, I can get like a little, you know, going too much. And I'm like, okay, let me just calm down a little bit, and just take my time. And now that I've been doing that, I feel more rested. And like, that's one thing I want to say. I was streaming every single day. And I figured that was not a good thing for me to be doing. So once I adjusted my schedule, I've been feeling so much better. And I'm loving it, bro.
That's awesome. That's what it's about, right? Because
Yeah.
I feel like this is what happens a lot with streamers is they'll stream all the time and then they'll get burnt out and then they'll be like, okay, I want to get off the app because I'm not feeling it or whatever. But you really need a day or two or whatever, depending on, everybody needs something different. But you need to take time off so you can refresh. So when you're coming to because when I come to my stream, I want to give it 100%. I don't want to come on here and give it like 50%. So if I'm like having a bad day, like, and I'm just like mentally not there, I take the day off. I'm like, okay, I need to take the day off, and I'll come back tomorrow when I'm feeling it, when I'm having a good time. So it's super important, everyone. If you're not feeling it, because you're gonna get people to your stream that are never been to your stream before, and they're gonna check you out. And if you're sitting there this, miserable, you're not gonna wanna come to your stream again.
No, they're not.
They're not. And I just want to welcome everyone to Boss Branding. I'm your host, Boss Bro. Right now, I'm interviewing Jarara. If you could guys give him a favorite. My show is every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Every Friday. Make sure you come here. Check me out. I have new streamers. If you want to be on the show too, please feel free to reach out to me. Reach out to Mel. She's in the comments right now. We're always looking for newer streamers or more experienced streamers to be on the show. It's good because I get to give tips to streamers that want to rebrand themselves, and then there's also experienced streamers who can give their advice as well. So please reach out to us. We have next week. We already have an awesome guest, the Top Badge, lined up, so I'm super excited about next week. Jarara, so you have structured content, which is awesome. You said you updated your bio. I did. I think there's still some work to do here.
Okay.
Because it's in paragraph still. And I like to see, for me, people are going to read for a few seconds, and if it's all clustered together, they're not going to recognize it as much. So what my tip would be for you would be to kind of like break it down. So you have your goals, which is awesome. I always say put your milestones in there. You have I would put when you're live first. You have that last. So I would move the Monday through Friday. Put that as you can put on the leader of Team Talks if you want, and under that, put when you stream. And then I would put your goals next. Have them spaced out though, like have 100K on one line, 200K on the other. As you get more milestones, you're going to start doing it a little different. You might do by milli or half milli or whatever. But for now, keep all that, line it up so it's nice and pretty. Because then people will see who the names are too. So when people are stealing your millis, that's good branding for them as well. They'll be able to see all that. So make sure you do that. You had your social media linked before, and you still have it linked, which is awesome. So you have Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. So everybody, please favorite him on all those. Look at his bio as well.
Sure will, Moxie.
And if you want to put Boss Branding every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time in your bios too, anyone.
There you go.
Feel free to give me a free shout out in your bios. I do not mind.
That's for you, Mahogany.
I appreciate you all. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm not. So Jarara, so you have the structured content. Have you been posting more on your social media?
You know what, I have, but I really need to do more of that. That I know I need to do. Like, I need to find some time to just start uploading more. Because I know you were telling me that I should upload more. A couple other people were telling me, like, oh, I love the story. Like, put more of them on there. We want to see more. Like, I was even uploading some of the pictures, when I took my trip to Vegas, because I still streamed out there, and I uploaded some pictures. And people were loving them. So, yeah, I definitely need to do that more. So I'm going to make sure I make a note of that, and I'm going to fix that as well. So I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. So definitely post more on your social. Get on that, bro. Because this is how you're going to get more followers and more people to check out your stream. Like I was saying before, right now, my personal Instagram followers, I have more on my Meet Me account now than I have over 900, and it's growing. Like my Instagram is growing rapidly. I have like 915 followers right now. but it keeps growing because I keep posting content, and the more content you post and the more you tag people, people are gonna see it. And you want to make sure. I would change your name too. I would change your IG name to include. If you want to make a separate social Instagram, you can, or whatever you want to do. But make sure you include. Are you on Meet Me, Jaw?
I'm a scout.
Scout. So I would put your name, which is Durara, on here _Scout as your name. So this way, because people will search, like people will search for people on Meet Me. People will search for people on Scout. So even if they just search Scout or Meet Me or whatever platform you're on, they're gonna see your name and then they'll come and check you out. And the more you post and the more you follow other people are gonna follow you. Then if you have shows, when you start posting like advertisements or banners, they'll come to your stream and they'll come check those out. So definitely everyone should use social media to their advantage. I'm seeing it's helping for me. I do it for my show. So please use social media to your advantage because you're going to get new followers, you can get new people to your stream. And there's some people, Jaw, that follow me on IG that I haven't even been to their streams, don't know them, but they follow me on IG and now they come to my stream because they saw me on Instagram. So making sure you take it's doing it on here, it's doing it on social because you can get people that you didn't even expect coming to your stream, which is awesome. So, but overall, I'm liking your content. You've been absolutely killing it. You're getting more engagement. You're going to more people's streams, like you said. Like I always say, get on the Meet Me streets and grind. You have to make sure you grind in the streets. It's all about networking. Absolutely. This is what this app is about. It's about networking, getting to know people. However you want to. Everyone supports differently. If you want to gift, if you want to be in the comments, some people can't afford to gift, but like people, your comments mean a lot too. Like
it does. Treat everybody the same. Absolutely. Like you have to make sure that you treat everybody the same. I remember, I just wanted to say, bro, that I went from, like you were talking about earlier, I didn't even have a ring. So I went from a ring to, VIP. So you never know like who's watching you. Treat everybody the same. Some people can't gift, just coming in, seeing me, you guys talking to me. It means a lot to me, I don't know how many people know this, but I lost my sister. That's how I found this app, actually. I lost my sister in April of last year. And for a couple months, I didn't know what to do. And so in October, I found Scout, and I went on Scout, and I went to the live button. And his face popped up there. And the first face I saw was Adam. So I clicked and I went into his live. And instantly he welcomed me. He got me to start commenting. At first, I didn't comment at first. I want to make sure I let everybody know. I didn't comment at first. He welcomed me. He kept engaging. He kept telling me, thank you for coming. He was talking to the other people. I saw how he was in his stream. I'm like, this is a cool guy. So I ended up commenting. Then after I comment, I started getting into his box. I start releasing like my, inner demons. And it was very therapeutic for me, And also, one more thing I want to say is I hit my milli exactly 2 days before my sister's 1-year anniversary of her death. So I just thought that was so cool. Like everything came full circle for me.
And sorry about your